clothing animal. Is cloning animal ethical? That's the question for this class. So let's see. Okay. He said that he needs a second in order to just join us. So let's see. All right. Waiting for Franklin. Let's wait for Franklin. Franklin. Okay. You have to open the link or the you can access. Okay, I don't have you here, Leonardo. Okay, it is Frank.
Okay, teacher, you can listen to me? Hi, teacher.
Hi.
How are you today, teacher?
Hello, Franklin. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes, yes, I can. I can. Excuse me. Yeah,
I can
yeah, yeah,
hear
yeah.
you. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, would you excuse me a moment, please? Thank you. Okay, Franklin, how are you?
Fine, teacher. I am fine. I am in this moment with all energy for this conversation. I need to improve my English very fast. I need to speak more in English.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So, for this session, we are going to speak about do you think is ethical to clone animals? Is clothing
Teacher,
clone
is clone, or you say a science with animals? Is
is
a
cloning?
science cloning?
Yeah, cloning.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. For me, no, no. I am not accord with this position of the science because is play with the hems of many species. For me, is some that is a problem to a future for the future
Why?
because when
Mhm.
excuse me.
Why is a problem? What do you think is a problem?
The problem is for me when the people tries to play to be a god because when you use your knowledge for try to prove your skill for construct other human or animal in this case. I don't know. No, I don't know believe that is correct. But for the it's difficult thing that the people can to create other bueno, no sé cómo se dice ser vivo teacher, please, ser vivo,
What do
how,
you mean, like to be a life being, like to be alive?
be alive, yeah, for real
What do
life,
you mean,
no,
like to
no,
be
for
vivo, like uh, to be what is the context? What do you mean?
ser vivo, how is in English ser vivo?
Yeah,
I don't know,
to be alive.
to be alive, be
Yep.
alive, be
Yeah,
alive, okay,
alive.
the, uh, for our humans, we can we want to control all in the world, all, but with that, we think that can to control it all part of the life, but it's difficult because the life is has a million of years formed the one cell formed in a million years, and the human try to create one species in many years. This is a bueno, excuse me, I think the words. I believe that it's not easy how a building or construct a building because our cell any cells células como es células teacher, please help me.
Cells is good. Yeah.
Any cells of the any animal has a million of years for being formed, and I don't believe that in many few years, how 2,000 years, the human on our can be can create other individual or species. Yeah,
Okay.
bueno.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about Dolly? Like, it is a sheep. She was a
Yeah,
clone, and she was the first animal clone, right? So what they
yeah.
actually do is to take the DNA, like the information from the blood and the genetic information of the animal, and then they just insert it in the new life of how to say when the animal is going to in this process where it is a little self and it is starting to just um, have a life, then they take the information and then put it inside of a pregnant animal, right? So that's how it works. So it is like it is a mix, like a natural thing, and then the scientists, they just try to play or to just introduce this information, so the newborn will be like alike, like have the same information in the DNA as as other animal, as the animal they have the taken the information from, right? So do you think like by doing this, what is the intention of the science to do something like this?
The intention for this is for me. I not clear because it's similar to in vitro in the human.
Yeah,
See, many many women cannot have a child, and with this experiment she can, but the animals are many animals in the world, uh, probably for conserved species. See that the
preserve,
species
yeah.
not reserve, yeah, reserved space, because we eat the species and die species all day, all day. many species disappeared in the world. Maybe if we can to find the effort to preserve these species, well, okay, probably it's good, but there is many problems for no in this process. How you say home how for eyes in other individual is difficult or for the alien.
To form eyes?
Yeah, is right for the science that the alien has all information about a life, be alive, be alive. Oh, hi teacher, you listen.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand pretty well, but I think I get the point that you are in. You do not approve, right? Like cloning, and I was thinking that don't you think maybe if people know how to clone and the science just step forward and then it will be easier to clone, do you think like people will end up using that for like how to say business issues? For example, try to use it for their business to just replicate an animal that has a really good characteristics about. For example, do you think they will end up just using business purposes?
Excuse me, teacher. I don't can listen fine because the connection is bad. The
Okay.
audio is.
Okay. Yeah. What I was saying, I'm going to move a little more. Sorry. Let's see if it is mine. Okay. What I mean is, for example, don't you think like people will try to use it for business matters? For example, some cattle racing will try to just do it in order to improve their business to get a better species or something like that. For example, there are some
I
animals. Yeah, like
how
there are
how
some animals
sorry.
that have pretty good characteristics. Do you think that they will use it for something like that?
Probably, but this is not the objective. For me, the objective is improve the skill of human. Now, the science improved your experience with animals, but in few years, I think in few years, they explore our body. Yeah, for example, how the human can to swimming in the proof of the ocean. Yeah, how the bueno respiración. I don't remember
How
this
do
word.
you breathe?
Your excuse me.
How do you breathe?
Breathe. How is breathe? I
Breathe.
don't.
Breathe.
Okay, yeah, breathe. How breathe in the proof of the ocean? If the science experiment with animals, how no clone that to improve a few details of the parts of the animals. For example, for our the humans, how to improve our hair for many resistance, or how improve our eyes when have any problems. This is a more. It's not clone. The important for me is the specific objectives in this experiment is improve some abilities or skill of the people. But how in all the science needs to animals to prove your ideas. They cannot to prove in the human first. because arise or a problem with all community of the world. Is for
Yeah,
me is this.
yeah, that's right.
How the
Actually, some animals doesn't have a voice, right? And like they can defend themselves from the scientists, right?
yeah, it's similar how the experience or research to the animals for the health of the human. See, example the rats or fish or birds. See, the science practice all days with many animals for found the cures or any problems of the health of the human. Yeah, it's similar to clone. Maybe the clone is the next step in this research for me.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
are
so.
you right with?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with you. And I was thinking like I don't know if you know about there is like a little frog who can actually like he can get frozen in like a pretty cold conditions, and then when
yeah,
it is warmer they come alive again. So I was thinking what you say about just improving like how to say using cloning or just genetic manipulation just to improve humans skills, right? Maybe that's something an example that about what you are saying, that they could use something like that in order to just improve our genetics or make us stronger or less vulnerable to other sickness, right?
yeah. It's similar how the cryogenic pricing that is in this moment is experimenting with many science in the world with the principal objective the traveling the space. We need to know how the people lived for many years without any influence or your context. Cryogenic freezing is similar to cloning. For me, I ain't think about that in this moment.
Okay. Okay, so do you, in conclusion, do you agree with cloning animals, or do you disapprove uh, doing such experiments with animals?
I agree because it's a form to find another possibility for the conserve the human race. Bueno, I don't want to say that the animal no is not important for the whole world. Yeah, the animal is very important for many things, but it's necessary it's necessary actually we can find to solve many problems that the human experiments now. Uh, whereas 20, 30, 15 or 100 years ago, ago,
Back,
teacher,
back.
back, the people don't think in some problems that now we have, and we need to resolve this because if not, in a few years, probably we can to disappear of this beautiful world. Yeah, yes. For me, is fine.
Okay.
Is to eh, es llevar como que llevar como llevar teacher se me olvida ese momento, qué
It
pena.
is. It depends what you want to say. For example, to preserve, it will be like preservar, or
Ah,
it is. Yeah. Is that what you mean?
llevar is carry to other level
Mm,
the knowledge science. It's a other level. Maybe in this moment this is a two level. For example, in 50 years, mm, this is not. This is no problem. Uh, there is a other level, for example, this level how the people don't have cancer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm, that's right. Yeah, so actually
it's
they will be used in order to improve people's health, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that will be pretty positive then. Okay, so Frankie, thank you so much for just attending to this online session, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe to our sessions. All right?
All right, teacher. Thanks for all.
Okay,
Have a
thank
good day.
you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Hello,
Hello.
Leonardo. How are
Hey,
you?
I'm pretty cool, thank you. And you?
Pretty good. All right. For this session, sorry. First of all, sorry for making you wait. We were in a session with another student, but he has some issues in just join us. So,
Mhm.
yeah, and thank you for waiting too.
No, it's all
So,
right. I have
okay.
I have I have
Mhm.
another one at 11, so I think we have until 11.
Okay, sounds good. Then we have to begin now. Okay, so the topic for this session is going to be: is cloning animals ethical? What do you think?
Okay, just before the starting is I mean the session is just speaking about the topic and that's it. Yes, like going on and moving on and that's it. Yes.
Actually, it's going to be a discussion, and then I will ask you some questions about this topic and this matter as the
Mhm.
conversation just advance, and
Okay.
then you will argument your points. Okay?
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right.
Okay, that's
So
pretty good.
you're talking about the clonation, yes? About animals?
Yeah, cloning animals, right?
um, what do I think? I don't know. I don't like these kind of questions because I kind of, difficult.
Controversial.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, science, it's working on many things today or nowadays. And I think they are looking for different kind of, I don't know, experiments in going or trying to make a vision of the future or something like that. I don't know what it is going to happen. I don't know if we as a humans are going to keep the planet safe. I don't know what I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is going to happen about the contamination, about all this stuff. So, in that case, only in that case, I think, or I can assume that they are looking for having animals in order to have, I don't know, like the this wildlife or animal life for us. I don't know. I mean, it's so many things that are going to know. Hello, are you listening to me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you ask that question to me, I would say that I'm not mm, in favor. You say in favor or on favor? I don't know how to say that. Like
Like,
pro.
approve? Like, do you approve or
Yeah, I
disapprove?
think. Yeah, no, nowadays, I mean, right now, I don't agree with that because I think we can do many things to keep the life we have, the natural life we have. But I would understand if they do that, especially if we are going to kill each other, including animals, because of the contamination, because of wars, because of all the secrets, the dark secrets that they have, and you can see that with that, especially, for example, I live in Medellin, and you can see this about the contamination, about the businesses.
Okay, it seems like Leonardo just is having some issues. right now, so I think he just left. I don't know why. It was unexpected. It seems like okay. Oh
Hello?
yeah, here it is.
Yeah, no, the point is that I have a problem with my computer and the F5 key. It's I don't know, it's like stick or something, and they're updating all the time, like the webs or the pages I am, and that's a problem. So it update the page and it's over, but I'm here.
Okay.
Um, so I try to, I don't know how to make it in order not to. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if I if I am clear with that. I think I don't, but but the point is that now, right now, I don't agree with that. I think we can make many things in order to keep the animals or lights still with us. But in a couple of years, probably with the problems we have, probably I would understand that.
Yeah. For example, maybe you want to say that, or do you think about, for example, that the DNA of the human can be improved, maybe through just manipulated the DNA of the animals and maybe getting the genetic information and somehow like use it to improve our genetics and make us stronger for some illness, right?
Yeah, I mean, for example, if it's used to improve it, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's very good. The point is that the dark, like as I was telling you, the dark business that we have or governments have, that's the problem. They try to use it sometimes, and I'm not sure because I'm not a scientist, but I'm sure that many problems we have now are. I mean, they are or they have been or they have, I don't know how to say it, they have created, no, they have been created due to these problems, trying to experiment with these kind of things or bad businesses, and now we have a problem and we think it's natural, but I don't agree with that. I mean, I think many problems we have now, especially in the air and all this about bacteria and all this stuff, I think it's because some mistakes they have had. But I mean, again, it's just like a pro and con. I mean, it's like, okay, they're trying to look for many things, good things, and probably they found bad things, and that's what I'm telling. I mean, if we knew that it is going to be for improving our DNA, our problems, our health problems, in order to improve the medicine, the things we have around us, like even the environment, how to keep the environment safe. That's I mean, that would be very nice. The problem is, I don't know if we could do that.
Okay, do you feel like actually by doing this experiments and cloning animals, do you think like the scientists will figure it out how to just try to preserve those animals that are about to just vanish from the world, those are that are in danger?
I think they could, or they are able to do it. Um, I mean, probably I don't know if today they could. I mean, they have made these experiments, and probably they could have succeed about that. But I think they could. I mean, they could improve actually the process about how to clonate. Yeah, you say that, to clonate
To
the
clone, yeah.
to clone. Yeah, to clone the things they like. Even I am pretty sure that they are going to try to clone humans as well.
Yeah, that I think that make me will be like the next step. But do you think like it will be good for humans to clone humans too?
No, I think, I mean, that's yeah, no, that's very hard for me. I don't. I mean, no, no, just, I mean, now I'm talking as a human too, not putting, I don't know how to say that, not putting. spiritual or religious parts. You know, that's a way. I'm talking about like being a human and that's it. That would be crazy. I mean, for example, I don't know if the comparison is good, but for example, I don't know if you see or probably you don't you know that now there are so many toys for humans like Robux and if I go deeper, for example, in the these problems like some people have about sex, and they have their toys and they have their toy. Yeah, I don't know how to say like inflable. I don't know how to say that. They have these. Okay, they have these entertaining things, and I think in that moment they lost their humanity. I don't know how to say like yeah. I mean, if I put my feelings in a toy in something that don't speak, yeah, doesn't speak or doesn't feel, that's 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 a problem. I mean, for me, in my opinion, I respect all the people who do that, and that's good. So coming back to clone this, humans is different because okay, it's supposed the person is going to have feelings and they are going to have. I mean, they're going to be like us. You know, it's supposed. I don't know, but I think it could be a problem if they, if, for example, because for example, if you have problems or health problems, or you have a genetic problem, so you're going to be like garbage, or that's what I think. So because no, you are not good for us because of the society or whatever, or they are going to be like keep or yeah in a como cuarentena, you know, like like there, and it's going to be like crazy. I don't know. I feel like we could, for example, save so many lives because if they clone, they could have organs and all this stuff. But at the same time, it would be a problem I mean, in a future, in a long future. I don't know. I don't agree. I prefer. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's that's what I was telling you at the beginning of this talk because it's crazy. I mean, sometimes even for me, it could be like today I agree, and in 20 minutes I don't agree or something like that because it's so crazy. I mean, that this is the kind of topic that you don't sit down and start. Okay, I'm going to think about the clones in my case.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, that's crazy. I'm just trying to make the exercise of the speaking. But I'm crazy. Yeah.
okay. That's nice that you are putting an effort in this. So
Yeah.
actually, we have reached the end of this session, and I want to thank you for just join us tonight. Well, today, sorry, I just get
Yeah.
used to say that. Okay, so I'm
Because
just
you're in a country, aren't you?
no.
No.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm in Oklahoma City, the United States,
okay.
but then I used to have night sessions, so I'm just
Mm.
get used to say this night or something like that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe. And you are always welcome to our sessions. Okay,
Okay. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you very
okay.
much.
Have a
Bye
good
bye.
day. Bye bye.
You too.
Okay, right now I'm waiting for another student. His name is Leonardo too. Let me see his last name. Okay. Um, he is Leonardo Ibanez, and he's trying to join in this session right now. So let's see if he can join at any time. So I'm just waiting for him, and he will be. I think is the last one. But then there is this other girl, like I couldn't contact. Her name is Carolina Rodriguez, so I'm going to try to contact her again to see if maybe she will be able to join also. Hi, Leonardo.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Pretty good. Good to see you.
Well,
Okay. Have we ever have a session before?
yes, with a pair of teacher with an English conversation and pre-intermediate English.
Yeah, that's right. Like your face looked pretty familiar to me, so that's why I'm asking. So, okay, sorry first, sorry for the delay. I know that you have a pre-schedule like earlier, but then
Yes.
some students have these issues, just join the session. So, yeah, we're running a little bit late, but I
Okay.
feel you feel okay with this. And sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay, sounds good then. Okay, so the topic for this session is going to be is cloning animals ethical? What do you think about it?
Well, I think that it has pros and cons, but I think that is a good way to prove all of the medicines, new medicines, and it's a good way for the science to to keep improving on their strategies to invent new products and things like that.
Okay, yeah, so that's the good part, right? About
Yes.
cloning. But what do you think will be like the bad things about cloning?
Well, the bad thing is that animals well, they are alive. So maybe when things going bad, they suffer the consequence, or they make I don't know. They suffer. Yes, they suffer the bad things of the process.
Yeah, like what do you think can go wrong or can go wrong when just do cloning? What do you think they could suffer when experiencing the process of this?
Yes, I think that they may suffer so much pain when I don't know, maybe the surgeries, injections, uh, and the I don't know how to say medicamentos.
Medicine?
Yes, okay, the medicines. Maybe they don't tolerate some pills, and I think that is a little bad for that part.
Do you think like it could be like a way to torture the animals, like violence to these animals?
Yes, even when it's not the issue, it may seems like that because they are animals and they are alive. They are alive. So it's a way to torture. Maybe that's why exists many animalist group to protect them.
Yeah, that's right. Um, so, do you agree with cloning or do you disagree with cloning animals? What do you think?
Well, I I'm agree with cloning because uh, I think that is a way to protect the animals, because now we can see there are many animals that doesn't exist anymore. So it's a good way to maybe to bring them again to our planet, to the nature,
Yeah, do you think
right?
like actually, yeah, that's a good point. So do you think like actually scientists can just preserve some species when they clone the animals? For example, they can just these animals that are about to extinct and they are endangered. Do you think that they can help to preserve these species?
Yes, I think that they can they can protect those species that are about to extinct, because maybe they can clone 10 animals maybe, and those animals, if everything's going good, uh, they can um, increase the species.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, but do you think like maybe by cloning animals, or just manipulating the DNA of these animals can just help in some researches or just in improving humans' life, maybe make them more or stronger to some illness or something like that. Do you think like cloning animals can help a human's life in the future?
Yeah, well, yes, because uh, all those research gives to the scientists
Leonardo, Leonardo, I think we're having some issues with the connection. Sorry. Yeah, I can hear you right now. Seems like maybe the networking isn't pretty good right now. So, Leonardo, can you just maybe try to join again? Like, leave the chat for a little while and then come back. So maybe this fix the problem. Can you do that, please? Thank you. Okay, that's better.
yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
got you again. Yeah, so we were speaking about if cloning animals could just help a human's life in the future. Do you think it will be like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So and I also think that animal has contributed to many life-saving and cures treatments, because we know that many pills that cures many illness have been tasted.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Do you think, for example, when cloning animals can be used in a wrong way? For example, maybe scientists can well, not scientists, but cattle raising, like people who uh, cattle raise cows and everything, they can use it for this business, like to keep some good specimens characteristics. Do you think it will be like used for business matters or something like that?
Yes, I think that the process of cloning uh, must be watched and protected by government, because we know that there bad people exist everywhere, and and we know that people can take advantage of that result of the cloning. So I think should exist a team that watch and protect the process of cloning.
Yeah, so they must be in safe hands, right? Because if bad people have it, they can use it in a wrong way, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think like cloning is acceptable if we take into account all what animal has to suffer when doing the experiments, or do you think it's something that worth the sacrifice of these animals? Do you think it's something worthing, or do you
No.
think it's so yeah? So you think it's working, right?
Yes. Yes. I also think that it's a little extent for everybody, because yes, they are like us. They are alive, and they have the right to live. But it's a good way to protect humans, and to to take care of the animals and human, because if scientists um, the thesis of scientists provide some good results, they can use them to protect those species, those animals, and to maybe to uh, and also to contribute to saving human lives for by curing some illness.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right. Yeah, so do you think
but
like
it's
maybe they can make humans stronger? Do you think so?
yes, yes.
Yeah, so okay. Do you think like actually is it going to end up in like human cloning? Do you think it will end up like that? And what would you think if that will happen? Do you think it will happen? And if it will happen, do you think it will be a problem or something good?
Well, that's why I think that that those process and research must be in safe hands, because if it happens with humans, things are going to be different and more difficult, because uh, by bad people could clone themselves to keep doing bad things. So I think that this is another part of cloning that is a con. Yeah, because uh, people should have to take care of that.
Yeah, yeah, like if somebody use it for bad reasons, like it can become like maybe to sell human organ, how to say, human parts, or something like that,
Yes,
right? It will be something pretty bad too.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And finally, in conclusion, do you think what will be like the best things about cloning animals? And what do you think it will be like the problems I can just raise from cloning? Yeah.
Okay. Well, a good thing is that uh, animals, testing with animals, uh, is even when it's people can see that it's bad, it has contributed to 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 cure some illness, and it will happens on and on, and because I think that those treatment or tasting and research can't can't be done in humans. But the bad things of this is that animals is a little bit cruel for animals, because they also they are also alive, and I think that they have the right to live and to die naturally.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that was a pretty good conclusion. So, thank you so much for joining this session. And also, don't forget to subscribe. And anything that you need, please write down on Sky, and I will be attentive to any new. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Have a
Thank
good
you. Have a good day. Bye bye.
day.
Okay, so there is just one student left, but then I haven't have any contact with her because it's been so difficult to just um, like to realize uh, which one is her. Yeah, I haven't received any message from her, and then it is we just got the name there as a Skype user. So I have like a four options of Carolina Rodriguez right here. So I don't know. I will try to just send a message and see if she can join us, but I I doubt it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I have write a message to Carolina, and then let's see if I have any notice from her. But I think like until now, maybe we have reached the end of these sessions for today. Mm, let's see. Let's keep 5 minutes to see if she contact me, or otherwise we will reschedule her encounter so she won't miss anything from these on chat one-on-one sessions. Okay. Okay, so right now I think like I haven't received any new or notice from Carolina Rodriguez. And okay, so I think like we have reached the end of these sessions, and the only session that I just have on Skype this day was with Caterina Botello Rodriguez, since she had some issues when just getting into the Hangout. So we have it there in Skype. So I will just, how to say, I will put the screenshot so that shows that we have the call before those Hangout sessions. So just uh, thank you for thank you right now, and hope to see you next weekend in the chance one on one. Bye bye.